Lee Newhouse was critically injured in a car accident and was told he would never walk again. Deborah Siegel survived a brain tumor and was told her face would always be paralyzed. Desperate, they turned from modern medicine.
Imagine you're under a waterfall of purple light.
To an ancient art of healing they say changed their lives.
I have less pain. I do have more movement.
Can Pranic healing change yours? Special assignment.
Tonight's special assignment, getting well with a wave of the hand, literally. CBS 2's Jennifer Sabi has been looking into what is called pranic healing. Jennifer.
And Jonathan, for thousands of years, Eastern medicine has used prana, or the body's own natural energy, to help people heal. Now, Western medicine and California patients are paying attention to pranic healing.
A healer's hand hovers over a brain tumor patient. Some sweeps and swooshes and small finger turns, and suddenly, what once was paralyzed moves.
But my face was moving in a way that it hadn't moved in 11 years.
A doctor transmits invisible energy to an arthritic knee, and the need for surgery and the pain disappear.
No pain in the knee, I can bend it, no swelling, no nothing.
Some hand waves and wipes, and a man says he walked after doctors told him he never would.
They told me he would be in a wheelchair all of his life.
What these people contend cured them is called pranic healing.
Pranic healing is an ancient science and art of healing that utilizes the energy, which most people call prana or chi, to accelerate the body's own ability to heal itself.
My rotator won't rotate.
Annette Chavez says she's come to this pranic healing clinic because standard medicine hasn't been able to relieve the chronic joint pain she suffered for 2 years. After a 2-minute treatment by pranic healer Stephen Coe,
I feel like I just want to do a cartwheel. I mean, I feel great. It's amazing.
Coe says pranic healing works by cleaning, then energizing the energy field that surrounds every body.
So what I'm going to do is just clean the energy channels the whole arm. The energy field acts as a blueprint or like an energetic mold that your body follows. As you fix the energetic mold, the body has a tendency to follow that mold, and that's basically the premise behind healing.
We just use certain movements of our hands, I think, to get the energy to flow better.
2 years ago, urologist Eric Robbins began using pranic healing in his practice. His first patient, someone who wasn't healing with standard medicine. His first hurdle, telling that patient what he planned to do.
Went into this guy's room and I said, look, we're doing everything we can for you within the realm of standard medicine. Can I try some of this weird energy stuff on you?
2 days later, he says the patient was well. At first, his colleagues thought it was quackery.
Initially, people thought what I was doing was quite strange. I'd get funny looks in the hallways.
But when his tough patient started getting better, his colleagues began sending him theirs.
And I started getting good results with their patients. And then gradually word trickled out in the hospital.
And soon they started teaching pranic healing classes there. 120 doctors and nurses learned how to do it. Still, physicians emphasize pranic healing is not a replacement for traditional medicine, rather an addition to it.
Energy healing belongs in a comprehensive package of treatment.
You need to be able to complement standard medicine, and that's what we're doing here. This is just another tool in the armament to help patients get better.
A tool so simple, Stephen Coe says, anyone can learn to do it.
You can be used for coughs, colds, headaches. It can be used for stress. It can be used for depression.
Even cravings for candy, he said, my weakness. So I got a pranic treatment, then tested it out. And completely out of character, I could then walk past a candy bin without wanting to reach in. From addictions to arthritis, brain injuries to backaches, healers are using fingers, not forceps, prana, not pills.
Pranic healing was created by a man named Choa Kok Sui, who actually encourages patients to learn how to do it themselves. And in fact, the woman we showed you with knee problems says she doesn't need the doctor anymore. Anytime her arthritis flares up, she heals herself. And Jonathan and Ann, I am amazed to tell you that 2 weeks ago we shot that segment, and I haven't had a piece of candy since, and I can't believe it myself, actually.
The power of healing may be as close as your fingertips. While we often find medical cures through pills and potions, some doctors are finding a more unconventional method of treatment can also be effective. CBS 2's Jennifer Sabi is here to tell us more about it. Jennifer.
Gretchen, I found a place where a routine doctor's visit is anything but, where physicians cure illness, at the same time tell their patients they have the power to heal in the palm of their hands.
A hurt ankle healed.
Feels good.
Discomfort dissolved.
I was able to move it without any pain.
Looks weird, sounds wacky, but before you discount it as some new age hocus pocus conducted in a candlelit healing sanctuary, take a look at where else it's being done.
How's it doing?
In the urology department of a major Southern California hospital.
I noticed I was seeing a lot of patients with chronic problems that weren't getting better with, the standard medications.
So Dr. Eric Robbins started experimenting with something called pranic healing.
It's like acupuncture without needles.
And this Eastern form of medicine, he says, was working on hardcore Western cases.
I had a woman with advanced bladder cancer who came into the emergency room with severe bleeding in her bladder. So literally just using my hand as we were waiting for the operating room crew, I swept away this dirty congested energy and her bleeding abruptly stopped.
At first, other physicians saw the hand flipping as evidence Dr. Robbins had flipped his lid.
It was very strange for myself. I have to admit to that.
Strange until they saw successes, then sent their own tough patients.
I referred them to a pranic healer, and I was able to notice significant improvement in their clinical response. I cannot explain what this does, how it works, but I know it works.
It works, according to its founder, Chinese energy master Choa Kok Sui, by cleansing the energy field that surrounds the body, then recharging it.
Most people, even with no background, with a few strokes of movement of their hands going down, can feel the relief immediately.
Practitioners say it's one way to take your healing into your own hands.